Hi everybody, it's Sarah. I've got crazy hair because I just woke up. In case you didn't know what today is Tuesday and I am here. You are watching A Different Pretty and we're doing something different this week. We're doing kind of like a wild card where pretty much we get to pick whatever we want to choose to share with you. I am doing a tutorial on my everyday makeup look or my signature look, I guess. My hair is kind of crazy because I haven't been washing it as much. I've been washing it maybe about twice a week because it's not good to overwash your hair, for one, and for two, I'm trying to get this semi-permanent hair color to stay as long as possible. So I'm only washing my hair twice a week. I've got a hairbrush, I have a hair tie, I have a little tiny plastic hair tie thing, and then I've got one of these clips because these are my favorite kind of clips to hold up the back of my hair. So pretty much I just brush my hair out and I catch it all back with a ponytail holder. I elast it. Right. Okay, then I kind of puffle it on top, and then we're going to take this clip and clip it back here. And then I like to take my little clear rubber band elastic type thing. My hair is getting long. I've been taking it, I've been twisting it, because I have these little, till everything gets all spiky. And I just kind of wind it around itself into a little bun. Slip the elastic over to hold it in place, and I have a little bun. And then I like to take my little bow barrette to make it look cute. Yeah, that looks cute. Yeah, so that's my hair look. I'm gonna start out my routine with a little bit of witch hazel and a cotton round, and I spray the witch hazel into the cotton round, and then I just go over my face. This removes any excess oil or dirt or what have you that you might have on your face, or I always have a little bit of extra something, yeah, that turns out on the cotton pad, so I like to do that before applying any makeups. I always start out doing my eye makeup first. That way, if I have any fallout or any smudging or what have you, I can correct it without totally ruining my foundation. If I wore foundation, I don't wear foundation. I wear pretty much a concealer and my own mixed tinted moisturizer that I made myself from foundation and this cocoa butter lotion, because if I wear full coverage or even medium coverage foundation, I break out. And it took me a really long time to figure that out when I was in high school, that all I had to do was just stop wearing foundation. I didn't even really need foundation back then, but I liked wearing it. And I'd break out. And as soon as I stopped wearing foundation, and I'm not sure the exact time that happened, but as soon as I did, I stopped breaking out. So the only place that I really need to conceal is under my eyes. So instead of getting raccoony eyes, I always conceal this triangle area, which was a tip that I got from Candy Johnson probably sometime last year. She did her how to conceal under eyes video is awesome, and even though I don't have those products, I still use the techniques and they worked out well for me. So I'm going to start out with my NYX eyeshadow base in Skin Tone, which is just a creamy skin tone type color. A dual-ended concealer brush, and I'm going to take the fatter side and I'm going to dip it in there, and I'm just going to paint a light coat of base all over my lid. I rub it in with my ring finger. Just a little bit. I feel weird. This is the first time that I've ever had to talk during a tutorial, because usually on my channel I just kind of film it and then listen to whatever in the background, movie, YouTube videos, and then I just throw music over it so that I don't have to talk, because if you can see what I'm doing up close, it makes better sense. Once I have my eyeshadow base on, I usually like to pick out my lid color, and this time I'm going to go with a color from my Hard Candy Workout Mix palette, which is a palette I got forever ago, and you can see that it comes with 3 lip glosses and 3 eyeshadows, and this is a compact from my Project 10 pan that I'm trying to use up. And it's pretty much just a mix of this light color and this medium color together. Gives me the most beautiful neutral. I'm going to start out with a fluffy angled brush, which is the EcoTools crease brush, and I'm going to use that to apply color all over my lid of those 2 mixed together. Next, I'm going to pull my pencil brush from, what is this, Posh? Which got bought out by Essence of Beauty, I guess, because you can find kits like this, only they're a different color, but I rather like the red and black better, so I'm glad that I was able to get this, because they don't make them in this color anymore. But anyway, grabbing my pencil brush, I am going to go into my Wet n Wild Ultimate Expressions palette in Fantasy Island, which is another palette that's on my Project 10 pan that I need to use up soon. And I am going to go in and I'm going to be taking this pink, it's very nice, it's not like whoa pink, it's like a dull rose pink, almost kind of like a tawny blush kind of color. And I'm going to load up my brush with the color and I'm going to apply that as my crease color in the outer corner all the way into the inner corner. And I'm only going to keep the color in the crease. I'm not going to bring it up into the brow line like I have a tendency to do with some of my more dramatic looks. Obviously this is an everyday look, so we're trying to keep this just, you know, nice and simple and cute. My Estee Lauder small angled brush, I'm going to pick up some of this dark green, just a slight pat with the dark brown, and I'm going to put that just in the outer corner of my crease, just to deepen the crease. I'm going to line my eyes using this really nice olive color. It's from L'Oreal. It's called Bare Naturel, and it's an olive. During the day, I have a tendency to stay away from black eyeliner. That's something that I like to save for evening and afternoon into the night looks. So I'm going to line my eyes with this. Using that same cotton round as before, I'm just going to lightly spritz and lightly go under the eye again to catch anything that's fallen, because I'm about to put on my concealer. And this is the little container that I have that has all of my custom mixed concealer with it. Pretty much what I did is I took a few concealer samples that I had gotten from my mom, and I mixed them together with this cheap yellow eyeshadow that I got at the dollar store that was in an LA Colors 12 color palette. And I just pried out the pan and I crushed it up really fine. And so what I end up with is a really nice concealer that's like custom tone with a yellow undertone, and because of the eyeshadow, it gives like shimmeries. It's kind of light reflecting, which is good because I've got dark circles. So this is just what works best for me. So I thought I'd share that tip with you. I'm just going to go ahead and go in there with my clean hands, dab a little bit out, and then I dab under the eye area on both sides. I'm going to kind of go along the side of my nose very gently, pulling, well, not pulling, but like lightly tapping. And I kind of do it on one side first. Really quickly, but really lightly, because that's how we're blending it in, and we're pulling the color down, kind of like around the side of my nose. You know, you don't want it to look cakey. This is another custom mixed little thing. This is the half foundation, which I can't remember for the life of me what foundation it was, because it was like the last of it, and I mixed this quite a while ago. But it's half lotion and half that foundation, so it's like a nice tinted moisturizer. And I'm just going to take that and dot that under at the eye, down pretty much just like in this little triangle shape. And that triangle shape is the tip that I got from that Candy Johnson video I was talking about earlier. And it's light, so we're just gonna do the same motion as before, blending the concealer in to blend the foundation lotion mix in. So I'm not going to put any more concealer or foundation lotion mix type stuff anywhere else on my face. This is the only area that I really feel like I need to conceal, which are my under eyes, and to make it not look like crazy raccoony eyes, I bring the color down and out a little bit to blend it. And like I said, I don't use powder, so the next thing that I'm going to be doing is putting on like my blush highlight. I typically don't wear bronzer during the day. Right now I'm using a Maybelline blush that's part of my Project 10 pan, which I'm really close to. Look at that pan. Nice, huh? I'm getting to the end on this one. Then I can start to do a review on it. I just apply that to the apples of my cheeks with an angled powder brush, face brush. I always like angled brushes better than regular brushes, you know, that are all one. I don't know, I just like angled brushes better. But I put the color on the apple of my cheeks and I bring it up the cheekbone a little bit. I'm actually going to be using my e.l.f. Shimmering Facial Whip in Lilac Pastel, which my friend Lindsay, Daisy Locust, she's here on Thursdays, sent me because the color didn't work out for her, and I think this is a really lovely highlight color. So I'm just going to take a small dab, maybe the size of a small pinhead, and I'm going to put that right on the apples of my cheeks. And I know so many people are like, oh, well, I know that you're not supposed to put cream over powder, but again, I never pay attention to these things. And I always put on stuff light enough, so I will put on my chapstick, a lipstick that's part of my Project 10 pan. It is L'Oreal Paris Volume Perfect. It's a number 120. It's a really gorgeous rose color with a bit of shimmer to it, but not like, whoa, holy shimmer bits, you know. My Estee Lauder lip brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit of it on my brush. Again, this is a day look. I'm not trying to cake on the lipstick or anything. I'm going to put a little bit on the bottom and a little bit on the top. So we're all done, except for the last thing ever, and that's mascara. And I always put on mascara last. I know when I do like makeup tutorials on my channel that I always do the mascara after I finish the eye makeup before I move on to the face, but that's just how it works better for tutorials. In all actuality, I just like putting it on last because my eyes are kind of sensitive and they get really irritated if I use too much mascara or if the mascara gets too close to the root of my lashes, so I always put on the mascara last. And the mascara that I'm using are the last frail remnants of my Lancome Hypnose mascara, which is such an awesome mascara, but it's $25 a tube and I just can't justify that. So I'm using up the rest of my travel size sample, and then I will cry about it. So everyone, that was my everyday look. It was my everyday hair and my everyday makeup, and I hope you guys really enjoyed watching. I also hope you guys will stay tuned for the rest of the week. We are going to be doing wildcards, so who knows what Cheryl has in store for us tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Until next week, guys, I will see you then. Take care, guys. Bye.